Alright guys, with Endwar speedily approaching, just 2 or 3 days away, here in the garage, got a few projects opened up, trying to wrap up a few other last minute things I need to haul. I got suitcases and gear and blasters everywhere, and the other day I realized I need to come up with a loadout of some kind, because I've been the last thing on my mind. So, I felt I was a little heavy last year. I don't know how I'm going to play this year, but definitely did want to go with something a little bit lighter weight, something a little more less clunky. Had a lot of stuff on the front, and I decided don't want to have much on the front. I want to go fairly light. So I have most of everything on my back, but I do have another stack that I could add if I needed to. I figured play it as is the first day, and then if things get hotter Saturday leading into Sunday or whatever, then I can always throw on one more stack. But what I have for Devil's Hand, which is still not painted, but it's getting closer, and at least it's functional. It's running on 3 Krakens on 2S, which on my chronograph brings it to about 125, 126, which is pretty darn close to the 130 cap. So I'm hoping that the cronies aren't too sensitive at the blaster check, and that this is able to skate in underneath, because it's got a very comfortable rate of fire on the 2S. Good spool up time, you know, legal FPS range, lightweight, compact, simple. I like it. And running with it, I have 3 Devil's Nerf Works mag holders. Hi. On the back, and a narrow base hammershot holster. There again, I wanted to not have anything on my hips and being bulky, because last year I noticed moving around, you're clunking into doors and stuff like that. I didn't want to have a lot of stuff on my hips sticking out, or a lot of stuff up front, so I can move around. So this allows me to stay really lightweight, and yet I can still, if I need to, you know, change real quick, I can still have that up and running, drop that quick, grab the next one, load that, drop this, grab that, fire, and still, come on now. There. Put it away relatively quick. Only had that holster on there for about a day and a half or so, so I still need to kind of get used to how it fits, but it's nice to have it to where it doesn't stick out the side much further than it needs to be. It's still easy to grab, up and out of the way. I can still sit and engage, and normally, I mean, I wore this around almost all day yesterday, just testing mobility, just moving around the house. Am I clunking into stuff? Am I knocking things over? Am I ticking anybody off? I've been really happy with that. There again, I can have my primary, everything's good to go. I can just drop it, grab that, fire, then still put it away, recover, drop the last mag or whatever if I need to, and still have one more in there. It's still easy enough as well to put these back for the most part. There again, I need to do a little more testing as well. Is that the... There we go, okay. So relatively easy to still put everything back where it needs to be. So I'm kind of hoping that that is a good enough loadout. Like I said, I didn't see a whole lot of action last year, so I don't know how much I'm going to see. And I figure if I'm running, this many mags and I get tagged out immediately, I'm probably playing wrong anyway. So it doesn't matter if I'm carrying, twice as much as like I was last year. Like I said, I'm just trying to be a little more mobile, a little more practical, and we'll see how it goes. Win or lose, I'm going to have a good time, and I recommend you do the same. So, like I said, I got some more packing to do. Got to get that stuff loaded up. Need to finish that project, and I'll see you guys in a couple days.